Because as I ran, they were screaming, "Come back here!"
Ali, who has spent her entire life in the Appalachian Mountains, says she's encountered many strange and unexplained things over the years. One evening while driving with a friend, their car suddenly stalled on a remote, isolated stretch of road. What happened next was deeply unsettling and hard to explain.
We are in the middle of nowhere. My door is locked and everything. Oh my god. I can't even get out. Can I unlock it? There we go. Okay, hold on. You can figure it out. I want to know why mine. Press the button back. Right there. Right there. On the door handle, like above the door handle. Above the door handle. You see it? Yeah. What now? I guess we'll have to walk to the store. Hey. What do we do? What's that? Did you hear that? Yeah, we better get back in the car. Yeah, we better. Oh, that was locked. It's scary. Oh my god. Okay. Did it lock? No. What's the deal with this car? I don't understand. You'll have to unlock it for me. Something weird has happened with this car. What's going on? I don't know. Let's see if it starts. It started.
Waiting for connection. Bluetooth connection success.
What was that? Ashley, I do not like this. Oh my god. Let's get out of here. Go. Does it run? Is it working? Yes, it is. It's working. Thank God.
Stranded in the middle of nowhere, they struggled with both the locks and the ignition. The doors behaved oddly, refusing to open at times, and then locking by themselves. The situation grew even more disturbing as strange noises echoed from the surrounding darkness. Soon after they stepped outside, a faint voice could be heard calling out to them, and not long after, a knock sounded against the car window. Eventually, the engine roared back to life and they drove off, but the experience left them shaken. The erratic behavior of the vehicle, combined with the eerie sounds from the woods, created a moment that defied easy explanation. Online viewers have debated the authenticity of the footage. Some point out that Ali appears to smile throughout much of the incident, fueling doubts about whether it was staged. Others argue that her reaction might reflect someone who's simply used to the unsettling nature of the region, or that it was a nervous, defensive way of coping with fear. In the end, what truly happened that night remains open to interpretation. December 6, 2021, Braden, who lives near the Appalachian region, recorded something deeply unsettling inside his own home. He'd long grown accustomed to unexplained nighttime sounds, tapping, creaking footsteps, small disturbances that always left him uneasy. But on this particular night, he set out to capture them on video, hoping to finally document the source of whatever had been haunting his house. What the camera captured turned out to be far worse than the noises themselves.
I was in my room, and you guys know how I'm trying to catch that paranormal activity that's going on in my house. Camera right through here. So far I've caught a couple things, nothing too good, but last night I actually ended up catching something really good. I don't know how to explain this or why this happened or how, but basically it started off like...
Braden set up a camera and began filming as the usual sounds began: faint steps overhead, the slow groan of the staircase, and knocks and scratches echoing through the house. He moved into the living room to get closer, hoping to catch something more tangible on film than just sounds. But the recording revealed more.
Like any other normal experience in my house. Like, I mean, I was just hearing stuff upstairs, and like I heard like the walking down the stairs and the creaking and the tapping and the scratching, everything like that, right? And I got that on camera, so I started filming, and then I go out into like my living room to investigate and try to like get closer to it, see if I could get any like thing physically on camera instead of just the noise. And I didn't really do that, but I did get more noise, and that noise happened to be my own voice calling me up the I mean, I don't know what the hell that is or how that's even possible, but it was probably one of the most crazy, scariest things I've seen in my life. Like, guys, literally I'm just filming the noises, trying to like figure out what's going on, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Braden, it's okay, come upstairs, come here for a minute." And I'm like, what? At first I didn't even...
For a voice calling from upstairs that sounded eerily like his own. At first he thought it must be a prank, or that someone else was inside. But the voice repeated now clearer, and it seemed to be coming from the room above. The atmosphere shifted.
Okay, hold on. Jesus. Hold up. Why is the tree on that? Whatever that is coming from up here. Attempt to go in there? Because that was coming, all that thumping, it was coming from like right in there, in that room.
For a sec, man.
What the f***? What the f*** was that? You guys, did I just hear that right?
Get up here now.
Okay. I'm not fucking with. That I'm not fucking with.
The tone grew urgent, then angry, as Braden remained silent. When the voice demanded he come upstairs,
That I'm not fucking with, bro. That I'm not fucking with, bro. That I don't play around with. That I don't play around with. I don't know. Oh no. Whatever that fucking was just came down the stairs. Yo, I don't like this, bro. This door's just about to open. Guys, am I like crazy? Or was there not a voice upstairs in my voice?
heavy, rapid footsteps pounded down the staircase as if something was rushing straight toward him. He backed away, heart racing, then bolted into his bedroom and locked the door. Terrified, he replayed the footage.
Bro, I don't fuck with this. Was there not just like a voice upstairs with my voice telling me to come up? What the hell is in my house, bro? That's some like sinister shit that you see in the movies. I literally heard my voice. Hold on, let me watch the video. Guys, that was definitely my voice. I mean, I just watched the video back and like, it literally said like, come up here in my voice. How are my parents not fucking waking up? Bro, I don't know why this shit is going on. Like, I don't know what to say. Sorry if I'm like, kinda.
The voice was clearly audible, an imitation of Braden calling from upstairs, followed by the thunderous steps charging toward him. He stayed locked in his room, shaken and terrified, praying nothing would break through the door.
kind of dull right now. It's just, I kind of like just heard myself upstairs when I was downstairs, so it's kind of a lot to take in right now. I have no idea what to make of this. Guys, if you could think of anything, please comment down below. I am so happy I got that shit on film, bro. There's no way I got that on camera. That is insane. I finally have some like kind of proof about all the crap that goes on in my house. I never had this before, but it's mainly just what you guys heard in the beginning of the video, like the dumps and shit, but tonight it was real violent. It's never usually that bad. But, I mean, that's that. I don't really know what to say. I mean, I heard the thing run down the stairs, and now I'm just back in my room kind of taking shelter, hoping my door doesn't get kicked in by the devil or some shit. I don't even know, bro, but hopefully that doesn't.
By morning, he was still rattled, but relieved the door remained intact. He uploaded the clip, asking viewers for explanations and expressing relief at finally capturing evidence. Some viewers believe it was nothing more than an auditory illusion, random noises blending into something that sounded like speech. Others suspect a prank, perhaps someone playing a recording of his own voice from upstairs. Another theory blames the house's acoustics. Old homes can bend and distort sound, making it seem as though voices are coming from places they're not. Still, for many, none of these explanations are convincing. The idea that something unknown could perfectly mimic his voice and use it to lure him toward the stairs is what makes this video so disturbing. What would you do if your own voice called to you from upstairs at 3 a.m.? Would you investigate, run, or lock yourself in and wait? Share your thoughts, and if you have a plausible explanation, leave it in the comments. This clip comes from the YouTube channel Creepy Outdoors, where the creator usually films long, quiet nighttime walks through the forest. Most nights pass uneventfully. But on October 25th, 2022, something unexpected happened. The video starts as usual. A flashlight cutting through the darkness, the woods calm and still, until a sudden, sharp female scream breaks the silence.
This is so lonely. Imagine just being lost out here. It feels like this would never end. Oh, fuck. Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. That was fucking creepy.
It seemed to shout, "I see you." And notably, it happened just seconds after the flashlight was switched off. An old Appalachian belief warns that sounds that seem far away might actually be much closer, which makes the moment even more unsettling. Despite the chilling cry, nothing appeared. No figure, no movement, only silence after the sound. Rather than panicking, the walker left the area calmly and later continued uploading his usual nighttime hikes as if nothing had happened, something many viewers found remarkable. The footage offers no explanation and leaves the incident a mystery. Was it an imitating animal? A disturbed person trying to scare someone, or something far stranger? Out there, you can never be completely certain you're safe. So what do you think caused that sound in the woods? Madison Blagden, a seasoned long-distance hiker and content creator, has covered countless miles, documenting treks through some of the most remote trails in the U.S. But during her 2025 return to the Appalachian Trail, she faced something that disturbed her far more than any previous challenge. The day started as usual, after a restful night indoors and some time editing. Madison hit the trail before sunrise, aiming to be back hiking by 8. A spontaneous ride from a friendly stranger named Andre shortened her walk and lifted her mood.
Dude, the trail provides! I woke up early this morning, was so productive. I had video stuff to do, writing stuff to do. I did a ton last night, but I just didn't have it in me to do everything. I was so tired, but got up early, did it all, and I told myself, you know, gotta leave the room before 7:30. I want to be back on trail by 8, and it's like a 30-minute walk because it's a little over a mile. Probably would have been less, but just for shits and gigs, I stuck my thumb out and got picked up by this guy named Andre so quickly. He was just so ridiculously nice. So he just saved me 25 minutes of walking down this road to get back to the trail. So now I'm back, baby. Great night last night. It was so amazing just getting a room and catching up on sleep and being comfortable. And yeah, dude, I can feel it. I feel energy is good. I think all of this change was exactly what I needed. So this is gonna be a magical week. I can just tell, man.
She felt refreshed, motivated, and confident about the days ahead. Her good spirits lasted into the morning. She crossed into Vermont, her 14th state on the journey, and bumped into another hiker named Sunflower. More kindness from the trail community followed. People tried to help recover a lost pendant, and a familiar trail angel known as Iceman offered her food and conversation that fueled her for the climb ahead. Everything seemed set for a successful day.
Update, just met Iceman. Had such an amazing lunch with him. Hot dogs and coleslaw and all this stuff, and potato salad, Mountain Dew. Texas sheet cake, baby. So good. It's always so nice to see him. He's just like the nicest person ever. He's a delight. And that got me fueled up. Now I'm in the process of doing this big climb. It's pretty much a 10-mile climb up from that road. But it's like the steepest to start, and then like it's kind of gradual that I remember the rest of the way. So this will take me to a fire tower and shelter, and then I'll have, I don't know, 4 something miles to go past there to the next shelter. Just trying to set myself up for like a 26-mile day tomorrow, so I can go into this into Manchester and have like a half day, be done by 3 p.m. would be amazing.
After parting ways with Iceman, Madison started a steep 10-mile climb leading past a fire tower toward a shelter. Roughly a mile from the road, she turned onto a short spur trail to use the privy and noticed a man in bright orange near the shelter. At first, she assumed he might be a hunter, signaling a warning, but as she drew closer, something felt off. His posture and actions were unusual. Instead of greeting or moving on, he silently watched her and made a strange hand motion, not a wave.
So pretty much things were just amazing. I had lunch with Iceman. I hiked in. I got a mile or so up from the highway and there was a shelter, and I thought I might stop off and see if the shelter had a privy. You could basically see, I could see some frame of the shelter from the trail, but it was just off trail. So I start walking up the side trail, and as I get close, I notice that there's someone there wearing some orange, and they put their hand up, signaling something to me. My first thought is they're a hunter. They might be telling me that they don't want me there or to move, or that I don't know. They were signaling something with their hand, and then I realized they had were open hand telling me to come to them, and I took my headphones out. I couldn't hear. I just wasn't expecting to see someone. I wasn't expecting any kind of interaction, so I was confused. I was caught off guard. And then all of a sudden they were like, "Hey, come here. I need to talk to you." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I didn't get close. I was probably 20 or 30 feet away, enough that I could see them, give a rough description of them, but I wasn't very close to them.
But a beckoning gesture. When he shouted things that made no sense, saying someone was trying to poison him and asking for help, her instincts flared. Madison kept her distance, backed away toward the main trail, and then bolted. Panic took over. She sprinted through the woods, every sound and shadow intensified by adrenaline. Later, she said she had never felt so terrified on the trail. Madison didn't stop for nearly a mile and a half, pausing only to film a breathless update while anxiously glancing behind her.
Once they started saying stuff to me, I kind of stopped getting closer to them. And then they said a couple other things, one of them being, "Hey, come here, I need help, someone's trying to poison me, come here, come here. And I heard that. I know no one's behind me, but dude, I just keep looking. That's where I'm at right now mentally. When they said that, I turned and ran for my friggin' life. And I only looked over my shoulder once, just roughly to see, are they chasing me? Because as I ran, they were screaming, come back here, don't go, come back, and other stuff like that, which is friggin' terrifying, actually. Oh my gosh, like, my adrenaline is spiking just talking about it. And I'm climbing a mountain right now. And back there, it's like, I was climbing a mountain at that time. It's a 10-mile climb up from the road. So I run down the spur trail to get back to the trail. I'm kind of smart. I actually cut into the woods sooner in hopes that if they didn't stand up right away, they wouldn't be able to tell if I had gone north or south. So I was hoping maybe they think I went back to the road, like the highway. Maybe they don't know that I went into the woods.
In those moments, the feeling of being followed and the man's confusing, desperate calls for her to return made the situation truly frightening. Once she calmed down, she recounted the event more clearly. The man hadn't attacked or pursued her, but his vacant stare, bizarre gestures, and the isolated location all made the encounter feel unsafe.
So I called my dad, gave him a rundown of my location, where that had happened, where I'm headed and everything like that. So he can call the police at some point. He already did. He did file a police report. And the police, shocker, don't think anyone is going to be sent into the shelter to investigate, which is crazy because yeah, the guy didn't chase me. So he probably wasn't trying to assault me or hurt me. Because if he had wanted to, he could have. Because I'm in the woods and I'm alone. But he's clearly some kind of mentally ill. He's having some kind of a breakdown, or he's on drugs because he thinks someone's trying to poison him. So that's kind of like a red flag. So I talked to my dad, went back and forth. I wound up getting like 2 miles away from there. Then all of a sudden, I hear something behind me, turn around, and I'm relieved to see a pretty young guy. He looks quite different than the man did, wearing running gear like he had run in from the trailhead. I yelled over to him and I kind of freaked him out, but I was like, hey dude, like, I don't want to freak you out, but like, I've been running from someone for the last half hour. I'm very freaked out, like, you just scared me. And he was very nice and was like, is it okay if I walk closer to you so we can talk? And I explained to him what had happened, and yeah, he was a nice guy. He wasn't going.
She contacted her father, shared her location, and asked him to inform authorities. A police report was filed, though no immediate search of the shelter took place. After distancing herself from the area, Madison met another hiker in running gear, heading up from the trailhead. Grateful for the company, she continued on with a little more peace of mind. The encounter left her shaken, exhausted, and physically sick from stress. A sobering reminder that danger on the trail sometimes comes from people, not just wildlife or weather. The incident seems more likely to have involved someone unstable or impaired rather than a planned attack. Madison's choice to stay back, run record details, and alert her family and police were smart, situationally appropriate safety measures that likely prevented escalation. Was this a distressed individual in need of help, or someone deliberately trying to unsettle a solo hiker? What would you have done in her place? On May 5th, 2024, TikTok user Coco Bear Hikes shared a video documenting his through hike on the Appalachian Trail. During the journey, he suddenly heard gunshots echoing through the forest, even though he appeared to be deep in the wilderness. While there was nothing overtly supernatural about the event, it was deeply unsettling. Unarmed and uncertain of what was happening, he decided to start recording for his own protection.
There it goes again. It's gonna be 4. And so it's like a really weird place to shoot. I
think the trail goes that way. So like, maybe it's just me being paranoid, but I have like a weird feeling. It's like, why the fuck are you shooting right off the trail? You only had 4 shots. Maybe you only had a 4-shot gun. You're moving. So it's not. I'm just like sketched out, you know, like a little weirded out.
The footage captures the tense atmosphere as the shots continue near the trail. Viewers quickly offered their opinions. Some felt his fear was completely justified, while others dismissed it as typical behavior in rural Appalachia. Still considering the region's long history of strange and unsettling tales, the moment only added to his unease. Encounters like this highlight the unpredictable risks hikers may face in remote parts of Appalachia, whether from wildlife-isolated groups or reckless individuals. Was this simply a routine case of hunters nearby, or was something more sinister unfolding just beyond the trail? This next eerie clip comes from the Action Adventure Twins, a channel recognized for cave diving and uncovering hidden, unmarked caverns. While exploring the Appalachian Mountains, they stumbled upon a small hole in the ground and decided to lower a GoPro on a rope to see if it might connect to a larger cave network.
Maybe this is like a well casing or something. Maybe that just fell off down there, but I don't know. Let's we got a brighter flashlight. Let's see what we can see. All right, sending it. Oh, it's going there.
That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.